The multiverse idea, once thought to be so crazy it only belonged on evening night television, has now become the dominant theory in cosmology. It's unavoidable. You cannot avoid the theory of the multiverse.
You wake up one morning and something feels off. Your senses heighten as you glance around the room. It's your familiar home, but things are subtly wrong. The furniture is slightly shifted, not where it's supposed to be. Your beloved coffee mug catches your eye, but bears a crack that wasn't there before. And didn't your coffee maker used to be black? Now it gleams in chrome. As these peculiar changes unnerve you, a creeping thought emerges. Am I losing my mind? The unease intensifies when a strange tingling sensation tingles down your spine, accompanied by a persistent buzzing in your ears. It's as if invisible creatures are whispering secrets only you can hear. In an instant, a blinding flash blinds you, overwhelming your senses. The buzzing abruptly stops, replaced by an eerie silence. Disoriented and dizzy, you struggle to make sense of what just transpired. What is happening? Is there a hidden purpose behind these odd alterations? Questions claw at your mind, while uncertainty casts its shadow over the once familiar landscape of your existence. With trepidation gripping your every step, you venture forth into the enigma that has enveloped your world, ready to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths of this mysterious transformation. You look around and try to gather yourself back. Everything seems back to normal. Your mug is not cracked. The coffee maker is black. So, what was that? Your imagination? A dream? It felt so real. Are you just overtired, or are you going crazy? Or maybe you somehow slipped through the multiverse.
In physics, we have something called the giggle factor. When you mention parallel universes, the eyes sort of roll up and you giggle and you say to yourself, this is just silly, this is nuts. However, things have changed now.
In 1851, a man, Joseph Warren, was found wandering around Frankfurt, Germany. When the police asked him where he was from, he mentioned the country Luxaria. When he was shown a map, he couldn't find the place, though he knew the geography pretty well. But things got more spiced up when he mentioned that then-named continents were not named Asia, Europe, or some other, but Sacria, Afla, Osa, and Eupla. In 1905, a peculiar incident unfolded in Paris. A man was apprehended by the police for stealing a loaf of bread. But here's where it gets strange. He spoke in an unknown language that baffled everyone. Claiming to be from a place called Lisbia, they assumed he meant Lisbon. Portuguese interpreters were called in, but they couldn't decipher his speech. It was nothing like Portuguese. This incident leads us to a gripping story, a story of a man from Torrid. Somehow, he had drifted out of his own universe and stumbled into ours. How did he traverse the boundaries of existence? What mysteries does he hold? Brace yourself, for the answers lie in the suspense of the unknown, waiting to be unraveled for almost 70 years. For a brief moment, you switched lives with yourself in an alternate reality. There are documented cases of this happening to people all over the world. This happened to a man traveling through Tokyo Airport when he presented his passport. The authorities were baffled. The passport was genuine. The only problem was the country that issued it didn't exist. Quantum mechanics sounds like science fiction. Within the realm of quantum physics, there are enigmatic phenomena that elude our comprehension. One such puzzle revolves around the behavior of electrons. Before their position is measured, they exhibit an eerie duality, acting both as particles and waves, a revelation brought forth by the perplexing double-slit experiment. Imagine this: an electron exists as a wave, its position uncertain, dispersed across various possibilities. It's as if it occupies multiple places simultaneously. This wave function represents the sum of all potential positions, a mind-boggling concept that challenges our conventional understanding. What lies behind this strange behavior? How can an electron be in multiple places at once? The answers remain shrouded in the veils of uncertainty, tantalizing us with the secrets of the quantum realm. In the depths of this mysterious realm, where particles dance in waves, the boundary between reality and the unknown blurs, leaving us with a sense of suspense that lingers on the precipice of revelation. It exists everywhere at the same time, Even famous physicist John Wheeler said, "If you're not completely confused by quantum mechanics, you don't understand it," and he's pretty much right about it. In 2014, scientists proposed a theory based on many worlds called many interacting worlds. This theory says that not only do infinite parallel universes exist, but they can and do interact with each other. This theory has potential proof when Lorena Garcia woke up one morning wearing different pajamas. She went to work and someone else was in her office. She worked in the same building, but now was in a different department and working for a boss she didn't know. And when she got home, her ex-boyfriend was there. But they broke up months ago.
How many did you call? All of us.
Now that clip from the movie could be accurate to the quantum reality, because we might have an example near to that. In 1952, Japan emerged from the shadows of a brutal war and foreign occupation, reclaiming its freedom. The nation swiftly shifted gears, transitioning from a military-driven economy to a hub of technology and finance. Thus, a new era of opportunities unfolded, attracting people from around the globe to its shores. Haneda Airport in Tokyo buzzed with activity, especially on that sweltering July afternoon in 1954. Amidst the crowd, a middle-aged businessman, distinguished with dark hair and a beard, stood at the forefront of the queue. He presented his passport, filled with stamps from his recent travels across different countries. The customs agent's gaze flickered with puzzlement as he examined the documents. His eyes darted between the man and the passport, uncertainty etched on his face. Finally, the agent spoke up, seeking clarification. "What is your name?" he inquired. The man calmly replied, "Broderick Janensper." So far, so ordinary. But then came the agent's next question, the one that would cast a shadow of suspense over the encounter. "Country of birth?" he asked, expecting a familiar response. To everyone's astonishment, the man's reply was anything but expected. "I'm from Torrid," he said nonchalantly. Torrid, a name that triggered no recognition among the customs agents. After all, the world consisted of 200 countries, some smaller than even the tiniest states in the United States. Perplexed, the agent sought assistance from a colleague, hoping for a glimmer of recognition. But the second agent, too, was at a loss. The name Torrid rang no bells. The confusion escalated as the supervisor joined the discussion, equally bewildered by this enigmatic claim. Determined to shed light on the situation, the customs agent asked a seemingly simple request. "Could you show us on a map where Torrid is located?" he inquired, unaware of the ripple of annoyance surfacing within the man. Caught between incredulity and frustration, the man complied with their demand. Little did he know that his willingness to prove the truth of his origins would lead him down a path of unforeseen consequences. Escorted to a secluded room, he would soon face a test that would challenge the boundaries of reality itself. The suspense thickens as we venture into the private room where the unknown awaits. What will transpire within those walls? What secrets lie concealed behind the man's claim of a birthplace that defies recognition? The truth lingers just out of reach, tantalizing and captivating our imagination. Brace yourself as we uncover the hidden twists and turns that await us in this extraordinary tale. Narrator Broderick Janensfer, the mysterious man from Torrid, was visibly agitated. The customs officers handed him a map of Europe, challenging him to locate Torrid. Without a moment's hesitation, he pointed to a small country nestled on the border of France and Spain. The officers now had a plausible explanation, despite Janensfer speaking Japanese. He didn't possess a French accent. However, their predicament wasn't his language. It was his claim of a non-existent country. They informed him that he was indicating the Principality of Andorra, and no such place as Torrid existed. Janensfer grew increasingly argumentative. He insisted that the Kingdom of Torrid had a 1,000-year history and dismissed Andorra as a fabricated name. Janensfer further claimed to have traveled through the same airport twice that month without any issues, evident from the stamps adorning his passport. To verify his assertions, the customs agents verified the authenticity of the stamps. While they were genuine, doubts continued to linger. Janensfer, in a bid to prove his legitimacy, opened his wallet to display his belongings. Among the currencies from Japan and various European nations, there was also money from Torrid, an anomaly considering the non-existence of the country. Furthermore, his traveler's checks were issued by a non-existent bank. The agent's suspicion grew. Perhaps Janansfer was involved in illicit activities, an undercover operative, a spy. They probed further, asking where he was staying. Janansfer promptly provided his hotel details, claiming he had made a reservation that very morning through a phone call. To verify his story, the agents contacted the hotel, only to discover that there was no reservation under his name. Determined to resolve the enigma, Janansfer urged them to call his Tokyo office. Surely, this would confirm his identity. The call was made, but to their astonishment, the company had no record of an employee named Broderick Janansfer, the man from Torrid. The customs agents found themselves at an impasse, unsure of how to proceed. Suddenly, a phone positioned in the corner of the room began to ring. One of the agents answered the call and listened intently. With a somber expression, he turned to Janansfer and uttered a chilling statement. "Sir, you're coming with us." The customs agents were caught in a bind, never encountering a situation of this nature before. However, they couldn't simply release Janansfer without further investigation. His passport, money, and other documents were confiscated, and he was informed that he would be detained until the matter was resolved. Janansfer was relocated to a hotel near the airport, guarded by 2 armed personnel stationed outside his room at all times. The instructions were clear: his phone would only connect to room service. The evening passed uneventfully, though Janansfer complained of a persistent headache. Hoping a meal would alleviate his discomfort, he ordered room service and settled in for the night. The following morning, as the customs agents attempted to contact Janansfer's room, there was no response. Concerned, the guards were instructed to enter the room. What they discovered inside sent shivers down their spines. Janansfer, the man from Torrid, had vanished into thin air. The room appeared untouched, the bed impeccably made. There was no sign of a meal or any indication that someone had occupied the space. The guards were reprimanded by their supervisor for their negligence, but they maintained their innocence, swearing they had not abandoned their posts. Curiously, the windows were sealed shut, and the room had only one entrance, the door. No one had entered or exited throughout the night, except for the hotel staff delivering food. Back at the airport, the customs officials were still conducting their investigation when they went to retrieve Janansfer's documents. To their astonishment, despite being stored securely in a locked office, the documents had vanished. His passport, wallet, checkbook, everything had disappeared without a trace. It was as if Broderick Janansfer, the man from Torrid, had never existed at all. Word of the perplexing case quickly reached the upper echelons of the Japanese government, and a decision was made to censor and classify the story, ensuring it remained shrouded in secrecy. Everyone involved was instructed never to speak of it again. The incident faded into the shadows of history, leaving behind only unanswered questions. In the years that followed, numerous theories emerged in an attempt to unravel the mystery. Some believed that Janansfer was an intelligence agent working undercover, utilizing counterfeit documents to protect the identity of the government he served. After all, it was the height of the Cold War, and spies were a constant presence. However, this theory failed to explain how his documents vanished from the secure room at the airport. The prevailing and most popular theory suggested that Janansfer had inadvertently crossed over from an alternate universe during his flight. Unbeknownst to him, the country he hailed from, Torrid, no longer existed in our reality. The night he complained of a headache, it was speculated that the merging of parallel realities caused a momentary disruption, attempting to bring both worlds back into sync. And when the synchronization occurred, Janansfer and his belongings were seamlessly returned to the correct universe. In this scenario, perhaps, at that very moment in the alternate universe, a businessman from Andorra experienced a similarly perplexing day, detained by security officers who insisted his country did not exist. The story of Broderick Janansfer and his extraordinary vanishing act remained etched in the annals of the unknown. To this day, it serves as a reminder that reality can be far stranger than fiction, and that sometimes the answers lie hidden in the realms beyond our comprehension. Though we all know that the concept of the multiverse has got a potential truth, but it's not been proven yet, but a decade ago, we didn't even believe that the solar system do revolution in a particular axis. After it's proven, everyone was placed to reality. So why not the multiverse or the quantum reality? As we conclude this intriguing journey into the fascinating realm of multiverse existence and travel, we are left with more questions than answers. The concept of parallel universes, infinite versions of ourselves, and the potential for interdimensional interactions continues to captivate our imaginations. While the existence of multiple universes remains a subject of intense scientific debate, the tantalizing possibilities presented by theories such as many worlds and many interacting worlds cannot be ignored. The idea that there could be countless variations of reality, where pivotal moments took different paths, opens the door to limitless potential and mind-bending adventures. Imagine a reality where dinosaurs still roam the Earth, or where historic events unfolded in alternative ways. Picture a version of yourself living a completely different life, pursuing alternate passions, or experiencing unimaginable success. These ideas ignite our curiosity and push the boundaries of what we perceive as possible. However, the exploration of the multiverse is not without its challenges. The nature of traversing between dimensions, if it is indeed achievable, raises profound questions about the fabric of space-time and the consequences of meddling with the very essence of existence. As we continue to delve into the mysteries of the multiverse, let us approach this topic with a sense of wonder and respect for the unknown. Let us strive to expand our understanding of the universe we inhabit and embrace the beauty of its infinite possibilities. Remember, the multiverse may forever remain an enigma, but its allure beckons us to keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of our own perception. Who knows what incredible discoveries lie ahead in the uncharted territories of the multiverse? Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, stay curious, keep dreaming, and let your imagination soar across the vast expanse of the multiverse. Until next time, farewell.